your hands up if you with it. Drop it.
Hi guys, it's your girl Mandata. Welcome to another episode of the Mandata Show. I am very excited today because I have a guest. If you're new here, welcome to the Mandata Show. If you're returning, so much love for you guys. You should look for me on YouTube, on Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. Just look for the Mandata Show. If you subscribe on my channels, you will get notifications every time I have an episode. But for today, I'm very excited to be having a guest. Someone that I'm actually meeting for the first time, which is
that's actually very interesting.
Which is cool because like as I get to know you, my people also get to know you. So I will just jump straight into that conversation.
Okay.
Like, who are you, stranger?
Okay, hello.
Hi.
I'm Sakina.
Yeah.
So, wait, how am I introducing myself right now?
I mean,
is it
whatever.
Is it like interview?
I mean,
format?
I think the point of this is we want to get to know you, and I think it's nice that I don't know you well, and you won't be a stranger at
So
the
you
end.
know that everything is genuine.
Yeah, yeah. So like, who are you? Like, what do you want us to know about you, and what do you do?
Okay. Hello, hi everyone. Hi, Mandate family. My name is Sakina, and I'm okay. Well, you know when you're
I know.
you lose everything.
I know,
Okay.
I know.
So I'm 20. I'm 20 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm originally from Kenya. I was born and raised there. I'm a 6th generation Kenyan. And people often ask me, but where are you really from?
I know.
Because no one would ever believe that I'm from Kenya. But where I'm really from, I've got ancestors that originate from India and originate from Oman as well. But honestly, I don't know. I think I'll have to do a DNA test.
You should. I think it'll be so interesting to find out like where all of it comes. But also it's a beautiful thing, I think. I always think about the world because of the mobility of people.
Yeah.
We all have a part of, the world in us.
And like you just don't know about it, you know?
And it's nice for you as well because language wise it means that, you might know more languages or it might be easier for you to learn like a good number of languages. But then what do you do?
So I'm currently in university. I'm pursuing hospitality management.
That's nice.
And I'm in my 3rd year for the undergraduate degree.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, we love to see it. So like one of the things I'm always very curious about is just womanhood, girlhood.
Okay.
It's one thing that I love to find out because I feel like it's fascinating how women exist in different spaces.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely.
So when you think about girlhood and womanhood in your world, whether it's like the places you've been or just like the world in the sense of the minds of the people around us, what does girlhood mean to you?
For me, it's just, I think it's not even girlhood, it's sisterhood at this point.
Yeah.
Because, there's always the boundary that you keep between like guys and stuff, but no one's ever told you to keep boundaries with girls.
Yeah.
It's just once you feel a connection, it's that immediate sisterhood, wherever it is, because there's something about like the girlies out there. They're just, especially nowadays, there's something about them. It's you feel a connection with everyone.
And I love this because like this is my entire vibe. When I meet girls, I always love that. I'm so ready to hug you.
Honestly,
it's like I've known you forever. And for some people it's a strange thing, you know. It's I think because we come from different parts of the world, people express themselves differently. So sometimes you come in and you're ready to hug somebody and they're like, okay girl, I don't know you.
No, because that was literally me. I just came in and I gave her a hug.
But I love it as well because I think women open up more in that kind of way.
Yeah.
But I was going to actually ask you about just sisterhoods, the kind of friendships that you've managed to have, whether it's, back home, in school, in your other ways of living. So what has that looked like?
So I'm going to start with my longest term girl friendship that I've had.
Okay.
Her name is Nadia, and we actually met in school.
Oh, that's nice.
We've been friends for like around 9 to 10 years now.
Wow.
And she's been my ride or die. Honestly, like people have come and people have gone, but she has stayed. She has stayed.
I love that for you.
And I'm always like, I remember when I moved here, I found it so difficult to find girlfriends. I actually remember complaining to my parents saying I can't find girls.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't the girls that were the problem, it was me. I find it a little bit, I found it like, it was kind of intimidating to approach them, because I'm like, okay, how do I say it?
Yeah.
What do I say? There's always that kind of like thing holding me back.
Mm-hmm.
But then eventually you realize what's stopping
everyone's
you.
feeling
Like,
the same. Like all of you are holding back.
Everyone's away from home. Everyone's the same. Everyone's a stranger to everyone.
Yeah.
You just take the first step, and like the way it works out is actually you'll never believe.
I like that, because also I feel like in the same way that you're holding back, probably the next girl is holding back. So all of you are not taking the first step because everybody's holding back. So it's important to just open up and just get yourself out there.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's easy for people like me. Like I'm very expressive. So for
Which
me,
I love, by the way.
thank you. So I'm very like out there. So when I meet new people, I'm always excited about, women's outfits. Whether it's like your makeup, your outfit. For me, it's always like there's something, and that becomes an entry point for relationships. But then the other thing I was gonna ask you is just around the same thing about sisterhoods, like you said, people come and go.
Yeah.
What's been your experience of like temporal sisterhoods? Because I feel like we make a lot of friends. It's easy to make friends now.
It's much easier.
So what's your experience with like temporary people?
So the temporary ones, I actually faced a lot of them in high school, and there's it's not always the positive ones, unfortunately. But I could say nowadays things have changed.
That's good.
There's temporary ones, they come and go, but it's never like the bad blood that you have between them. I think one thing about me is I've learned to be more understanding towards why everyone has a reason to maybe take a step back.
Yeah.
And I think if someone doesn't vibe with you, then they don't vibe with you. There's no, it's not like, oh, I'm at fault or they're at fault. It's like if there's no connection, or maybe if there was a connection but it faded away, that's fine. The good thing is they were a part of your life one time.
Yeah.
And I think that's always supposed to be cherished.
Yeah. I like that. And I also think we need to be comfortable, letting people go. And people letting us go. I was actually watching this podcast today, and this lady was saying people get offended when I say you're not my friend, because she's that woman. If you're not her friend, she will tell you like we're not friends like that, because she's saying that friendship for her comes with responsibilities, the responsibility to carry my weight and my pain, and not everyone has the ability or the commitment to be in my life like that. So I want to know I have friends, but then I also know I have people that I know, and that's okay. I was like, okay girl, that's super harsh, but I actually love that kind of
actually, it's one way of looking at it.
Yeah. And I think it helps us a lot. I actually had a very, like a particular episode of my podcast that was dedicated to this, because I've also had people come and go. And in some instances, it was just like we just grew apart,
Yeah.
Like you were friends to a version of me that I'm...
in the way.
Yeah. It's like you were friends to a version of me that I no longer am.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't consistently go back so that I can, access the friendship. So for me, it's always like trying to remember to not feel so guilty of letting people go. Yeah. So what do you do with the guilt? Do you ever feel guilty when you let people go?
I think it's more of people letting me go.
I feel you.
I've cherished friendship a lot, and I will always try to take the step forward to hold on. But it reaches to a point where holding on is like maybe losing me. Yeah. I'm losing myself in the process of like keeping them. So I think it's a kind of moment of self-awareness or realization. Yeah. And eventually I'm like, okay, you know what? That's fine. If you have another route to go, that's okay. I'll remember the friendship that we had, and I'll appreciate it.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I love what you're saying about I'll remember, because half the time when people separate, it's like we're enemies now, there was nothing good.
I mean, that has been there for me as well, but like obviously back in the day, that's again a high school, middle school type of situation.
Course. Yeah. And you know what was interesting when I first moved to the UAE was, I don't know, it's a very crazy, this place is a very interesting world. I know, because like there's so many women around, like there's girls everywhere. Yeah. But it's like you said, it's very difficult, because it's like, what's your entry point to the strangers?
Exactly.
And because you don't spend a lot of time together, you don't live in the same spaces, it's like, okay, then what afterwards, right?
Is it like a one-time interaction, or is it something that's gonna keep continuing?
It's crazy.
I don't know.
But in your school, is it easier to make friends?
Okay, it is actually. Okay. Because again, I feel like everyone is going through the same thing. You just don't know it. Everyone is like away from home. Yeah. Everyone is slightly out of their comfort zone. Everyone is looking for friends. Yeah. It's just maybe some people are not going to take the initiative. So I feel like even I'm that person that wouldn't necessarily take initiative, but in some cases I want to, because I'm so curious more than
you just need a push.
I just
I feel you. I think I will hotspot you the push, because I have so much pushes in me.
Oh, much appreciated.
But one of the things I was excited to get to know about you as well is what's your thinking about travel, because I'm obsessed. I love traveling.
Okay.
But what are your thoughts about travel? What's your travel history? Like, what have you been up to?
So my first international trip actually was actually to Dubai. I remember I was 7 years old, and it was a family trip. So it was me, my mom, my dad, and my older sister.
That's nice.
And those kind of trips where you have to take those those printed out pictures of everything, and you just something you remember. So that's where my interest for traveling first started. I think I was at an age where I understood what traveling was, but also like I was very young.
I love that.
And then we eventually started taking more trips. It's always been family trips, by the way. Like all of my traveling, if it's international, it's usually family trips.
That's nice.
I've been to London, Scotland. I've been to Egypt. Oh, Egypt is beautiful.
I haven't been.
It's so beautiful. Just the history and the pyramids and just the vibe. It's like an aesthetic of its own.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I feel jealous because I've not been to Egypt.
You should.
I want to go.
You should.
Yeah.
Where else have I been? Malaysia, Singapore.
That's nice.
I actually recently, just this month. No, today. Wait. November. Yeah. Just this month, I actually went to Malaysia to visit my sister. She's living in Malaysia.
How was that?
It was so nice.
I love that.
It was really, really nice.
I feel jealous of you right now. Can I be your little sister so that we can
little sister? Yeah, of course.
I know, but I also love that you had the privilege to travel with family.
Yeah,
and
I really appreciate that.
like I wonder, what did that do to you? Like I know you said like it sparked an interest in travel, but how did that help you begin to understand the world better, especially because of the diversity of people and cultures?
I think before diversity,
Yeah.
What I understood about traveling that I actually learned from both my mom and dad is how to travel. Because no one ever
tells you.
It's like it's like you're supposed to know, but you don't know. But like, you know, everything regarding travel documents and stuff. And of course, back in the day, and then COVID hit, so there was more documents that you need. Vaccinations, COVID tests, and everything. Yeah. But about diversity and culture, I think one of my biggest culture realizations again was in Egypt. Because that's just such a, like, you know, London is like, okay, London.
Yeah. There's a lot of people from different places.
But also Thailand as well.
Yeah.
And Singapore and Malaysia, like the Asian culture, there's something about it that is just so fascinating. You know, like the way people are, the way people live. I think one of my biggest culture shocks was that, and it happened again this time when I went. I went to Malaysia, and if you want to use a public restroom, you have to pay for it.
Yeah, we have that too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Is it something new to you?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Like, we don't have that back home.
And it's such a small amount, you know?
It's such a small, it's like literally in cents.
Yeah.
But I'm like, why do you have to pay? And then my sister is like, because, you know, they have to maintain the hygiene of the place. They have to keep it up. They have to make sure that not anyone and everyone is entering. Because it's like maybe in a mall or something.
And also, I think it does help in the sense that there are people that genuinely do not respect public toilets, and it annoys me a lot. I feel like when you have to pay for it, there's a certain level of commitment that's expected. Like if you pay for something, you might just respect it, but it doesn't always happen that way. But I love that you've been everywhere in the world. You've been to countries that I'm so excited to go to in the near future. I've not been to a lot of them, like Asian countries. I've only been to China.
How was it?
It's beautiful. Like I loved it so much, but I was only there for like a week. So when I went there, it was my birthday as well. So I went at the right time. The weather was perfect, and I managed to go to like 2 different cities, which was really beautiful. And I've been around, like I've done a couple of other countries and continents, but I'm excited to at some point go to Egypt and see Thailand. Thailand is in my goals, you know, like it's so pretty. Oh,
it's beautiful, especially with the beaches and stuff.
And I hope you took photos. Like I hope you did.
I did. I mean, it was back in 2017.
Okay.
I was very young.
Yeah. I'm always telling people, like, when you go to a place, take photos.
Yeah, you know, people say that live in the moment,
Yeah.
but at the same time, just take pictures.
Yeah.
Take everything.
Yeah.
Document everything.
Exactly, because I'm also like, maybe if you don't go back to the same place for a couple of years, you can always look back.
Yeah.
But the other thing I love to do in my social media platforms is to share my journey, because I'm from Zimbabwe, and I come from a hood called Tunkulumane.
Okay.
And I always say that there's people in my hood that will not get the opportunity to be in a lot of those places that I get to be at. So whenever I share, pictures and videos of those places, these cultures that I'm encountering, the culture shocks, right?
Yeah.
It's like we're opening up the world for people, and it's not just them watching TV, right?
Yeah.
It's people they know,
Yeah.
and it does something to you.
It's like they're kind of traveling through your eyes, which is very nice.
Yeah. So do you plan to be traveling anytime? Because one of the things that I'm trying to continue to do is to travel more, because the UAE is a good location for a lot of the Gulf countries, but also because you can go to any continent directly from Dubai. So what's your plan? Are you planning to travel anytime?
At the moment, if I was to travel, my next destination probably would be back home, Kenya. But traveling, I feel like there's no time for there's no specific time. It's like, if you want to go, just go. Don't look at oh my god, I have this to do or I have that to do, because that's always going to stop you back. But yeah, traveling, if there is a destination I would want to go to, I have not even thought of that, but I'd want to do somewhere beachy. So I would want to do maybe Maldives or Bora Bora or something like that.
I like that you're mentioning places that are on my list. I'm like,
oh,
yes,
they're
girl.
on? Where would you want to travel next?
Maldives. I love Maldives. And when I was home, Maldives used to be so far, so the most expensive thing was a ticket.
Yeah.
But when we're here, it's not as far from us, so it's easier to plan trips there. But one of the things I've been working on with a couple of my friends is planning more trips with other people, because I've always been doing like solo travel or traveling for work and conferences. So now I'm like, I want to do more, girl trips, because I think it's fun to travel with people.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. And have you done some camping as well?
I have. It's usually in the countryside of Kenya.
Nice, yeah.
And it's not necessarily tents or anything.
Yeah.
So, okay, we have done tents, but so there's this thing called a Masai Mara.
Yeah.
And it's usually luxury hotels.
Nice.
But the rooms are in the form of tents, so it's no walls or anything. It's just literally canvas
material. Just
material.
seeing the animals roaming around. That's actually beautiful.
You hear them at night and stuff. It's
another place I highly recommend. It's potentially the best place in the world. It's my country, obviously. I would recommend you visit Zimbabwe. It's a very beautiful place, and we've got a lot of things to see. My people will share in the comments some of the great places that you can see. We have one of the 7 wonders of the world, the Victoria Falls.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the Zambians are always trying to claim it, but it's in our country. So it's physically located in Zambia, but the view of the falls is from Zimbabwe. So people pay to go to Zim for tourism, and they get to see the view, and there's a whole lot of activities as well. But there's also other things that you can do from the Zambian side. We also have my city, obviously, because it's a very beautiful city. So I think one of the most beautiful things about the city is the people. So I would definitely recommend that you check out the Victoria Falls. You come to my city, Bulawayo.
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah, and go to the villages as well and see how people creatively express themselves in their homesteads, like the way that women paint their houses. It's actually it's a growing tourism space now, and you would really, really love it. There's other things, so Google my country.
Oh, definitely. No, I think one of the biggest things that I've wanted to do is just travel within Africa itself. I'd love to go to Zimbabwe, Tanzania, South Africa as well. There's so many. Egypt I did. But it's the continent itself is beautiful. So beautiful.
Yeah, it is actually, and South Africa is amazing.
Oh yeah.
I was there earlier this month in Cape Town. It's one of my favorite cities in the world, so I was so happy to be there. And I know we could go on. I feel like travel is one of the things that we seem to be very much into.
Yeah.
But I wanted to also have a conversation with you about money.
Okay.
How you think about money, because it's something I'm also very interested to learn about, but also for my audience to share, so that young girls, older girls, women begin to think better and differently about money. So what's your relationship with money?
Okay, so I think money itself is a very controversial topic.
Yeah, of course.
So many people have so many different opinions on it.
Yeah.
So I'll go full controversy right now.
Okay.
To me, as of now, as an individual in this society,
Like,
money is up there.
Yeah.
Money is, I think, my roommate, actually, I was having this conversation with her earlier.
Yeah.
She told me, and I quote, money is just as important as food right now. And I couldn't agree more. Because the thing is, money determines everything about an individual right now. If you have money, you automatically have respect. If you have money, you have a status, you have a reputation, you have... There's just, there's a level that you are at when you have a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
And so at this point, no one will care what kind of person you are as long as they know you've got money.
Yeah.
So for me as a woman in this generation...
You like the money.
I wouldn't say I'm 100% money-minded. Of
Okay.
course, so many other factors matter to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, when it comes to women as well, people often say that women are so demanding.
Yeah.
They rely on men too much, and they're only, like a man would say that she's only with me for my money or something.
Yeah.
But I feel like that category or that name that has been given to us is completely false.
Yeah.
So me as a woman, I like my luxury stuff. I like my jewelry. I like my purses. I like my shoes. As of now, of course, there's my dad there who's giving me everything.
Yeah.
Hi. But I'm obviously gonna work towards being able to financially cater for my own comfort by myself. So even, how people say, especially there's that saying that my money is my money, but his money is my money.
Yeah.
As much as his money is my money,
You also did, yeah.
I need my money.
That's true. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would like to cater for my own comfort, my own luxury, and that's what I'm working towards. Especially, I think doing hospitality in the UAE is one of the most common things because UAE tourism,
it's
hospitality,
actually,
hotels, that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
So
I like
think
that.
I'm working towards that. Yeah.
I actually like this mindset, and I'm glad you said it because a lot of people shy away from money because we've always been told money is the root of evil. I'm like, no, it's what you do with money and that love for money that disrespect people, that devalues people, that does, terrible things. I think money is a good thing, like you mentioned. And I think beyond the fact that people respect you when you have money, which I think is very problematic of our society because it just brings in this question of when people don't have money, they're consistently disrespected, which is not cool. But I think what it does as well is for women, it gives us a voice, especially because we can't tolerate certain things. When you've got the money to leave, if you go on vacation and it's paid for and someone mistreats you, that whole thing of women having, the space to just book their own flights and go home.
I think it's this form of security that you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then what you said earlier about money is the root to evil.
Yeah.
So personally, I think people will often misunderstand because when it comes to money, you can have money, but then so many people who are considered rich or stuff, they also have this certain type of arrogance or the certain type of pride where they will often put other people down, which again is not cool.
Yeah.
Because they think they're entitled to certain stuff when it's just basic humanity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I say I want to get money,
get it, girl.
I don't mean I'm gonna let it come with the arrogance or with the pride or with the entitlement. Of course, I have been trying and I will keep trying to be as humble and as kind as possible. I just want the money so that I could use my kindness with it as well.
I love
you know
that.
what I mean?
I love that. And I always laugh when people say like, don't think I'm humble. It's just that I don't have money. If I have money, I don't promise to be humble. So I love that you're thinking about it. But like I said earlier, that I genuinely love when women recognize the power that money has to create space for them, to allow you to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can be anywhere. You can own whatever you want. You can do things for other women as well.
Yeah, and this is not relying on other people or
Yeah.
not having it in the back of your mind that maybe you're in debt on someone or you owe someone something, because that's often it's the idea that people give.
Yeah.
Like if I, let's say, no, not me, I'll not give myself
Yeah.
an example. If someone has paid for like a holiday, you said,
Yeah.
then they're gonna think they have every right to treat the other person the
Exactly.
way they want to.
Yeah.
Which is
not cool. Yeah, and also in families, because I've seen it beyond just friendships and relationships, but also with families. These people that don't have much in families that are mistreated. Especially, I always say December is a crazy time, because as everybody comes home for Christmas, it's always the ones who are poor in the family that are made to run around, do the chores and do all those things because they don't have money.
Yeah.
So I hope that, for all of us, it reminds us to just treat people better, even if they don't have what you have. But as girls, secure the bag, because money is important.
Yeah, it's very.
So I also wanted to talk about self-care. Because I think it's a very important aspect of our lives as women and actually as human beings. So what does self-care look like for you?
Self-care, I think there's so many different levels of it.
Yeah.
And I think the first level of self-care for a woman, or for me as an individual, is the mindset that I have. I like to be at peace in my brain.
Yeah.
You cannot start doing other physical stuff in the name of self-care when you're just not at peace.
Yeah.
So I think you have to I'm a very dramatic person, by the way.
I'm excited to see what that looks like. Yeah.
But when it comes to self-care, I just like to, I wouldn't call it meditate, but be at that level where you're like, breathing in and breathing out, and you're like, okay, I think I have the brain power to actually focus on taking care of myself now.
Like that.
And that's when I'll start doing small things that make me happy, like maybe going to a certain restaurant. There's these food trucks outside that I love the
those.
tacos from this Mexican place.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll go get that, because you can't self-care when you're on an empty stomach. You have to. You need to eat what you like.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be the small things, maybe skincare, makeup. You know how you said earlier that, I love doing my hair, skincare, makeup. I'll maybe do my nails. I'll maybe, for the fun of it, try on different outfits. Do a little bit of online shopping.
You're like a version of me. I love that. Yeah.
And then I think, self-care for me is spa days.
Ooh, I love that.
I can never get enough of just like a nice, hot tub, spa, facial, getting my nails done or something. That's self-care. That's like the day for me.
I like that for you, and I'm also wondering, because you mentioned earlier, which I've never thought about self-care in that way, like from a place of I need the mental capacity to show up and care for myself. That's actually beautiful. And I wonder for you, like in instances where you can't amass that brain power, how do you still show up in care? Like, what do you do when you don't have that mental peace?
I cry.
Wow. Does it work?
It does.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
We should try crying, guys. We should try it.
No, I'm just gonna be so honest.
Love that.
Sometimes when I feel like I'm bottling up everything and I want to take care of myself, but I low-key cannot, I think the first thing I do is I'll just immediately call one of my family members. And if they have it in them to actually listen, or like if they're not busy, or if I feel like they can listen, rant and cry. Let it all out. Just empty all of your thoughts, empty your brain completely. It could be in tears, it could be in stress. Just don't stress that much that it affects you. The moment you see maybe you're breaking out or your hair starts falling, then no, absolutely not. And then once you feel like, that glow that you get after you've had like
you're
a
like, I'm
good
back.
cry sesh, and then you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, okay, that's what I needed.
I love
this
that.
is good. Then go for a hot shower and then start taking care of yourself.
I love this. I love how chilled it is. Like, it's things that don't require you getting out of the house. It's like my phone was like my safe space. And I think it also speaks to the people in your life that you actually have very safe people that you can go to. And I love that you said family member. You didn't say this one person. So it's just speaking into a community of people that do that for you. And then I'm curious because when you're talking about like venting and crying to someone, I was wondering, how do you deal with people that, you know, you are their safe person? So whenever they're stressed, which is maybe often for that particular person, they come to you and then they pour it to you. Because I was thinking that there are some instances, like you mentioned, that when they can listen, there are instances where you have the capacity to listen to someone. Then there are instances where you're like, not today, but you can't give them that because it could just add on to, you know, to a bad day to them. So how do you deal with that?
So one thing I think I've been taught based on the advice that I've been given, that I like when I'm feeling down, the advice that maybe my parents have given to me that I would want to pass down to other people who open up to me is it's usually to be very practical. Like and the thing is, if someone opens up to me right now, the advice that I would like, usually how I would handle it is I would listen. If they ask for advice, only then I'll give them advice. Because you know, sometimes people, they just want to be heard. They don't want to be told what to do. And I completely respect that. So if they want me to be there in silence, I'll be there in silence. If they want me to empathize with them, I will.
I like that.
And if they want advice, I'll give them advice based on the little maybe experience that I've had.
That's good.
Of course, if there is something I don't know about, then I have no right to speak on it. For the days when maybe I feel like I don't have the energy to listen, unfortunately or fortunately, I will listen. It could just pile up on me, but then that's where again I take it out. I think that's the whole cycle of it. I can never disregard someone's feelings because of how I'm feeling. Today, if I don't have the energy to listen and someone is opening up to me, there's a reason they're opening up to me. It's because I'm their safe person. So what maybe they might be telling me, maybe to me it's not like a big deal. But to them, if definitely they're feeling that way, then it's a big deal. So I will be there. Whether I can or whether I can't, I will.
I love that for you, you know, because I'm a bit of a different person when it comes to this, because I'm one of those people in life that carries for people. I don't like people stressed. Like I'm a happy person. I like to be happy. And so for me, it's always like when someone is happy, then I'm happy. So it's easy for me when someone's not in a good space to like just bring myself in, or they know they can link up with me. But I also know that in some instances, I don't have the capacity to just even be there listening. There are instances, like I was telling you earlier, that school is a lot. School really is a lot.
Drains,
you know? So there's some instances where you come back, you get home at 6:30. You've got a presentation tomorrow, you've got an assignment due tomorrow, you've got so much, and then you've got other things that you're dealing with on your own. And then someone else wants to come in. It's like, it's not a good space for you. It's also not going to be a good space for them. So one of the things I always try to remind myself is I have a commitment to care for myself, because the best of me can be the best for that person. So if I'm not in a good space, it's just letting them know. My people know, like, if I'm not good on that day, I'll just let you know, like, right now, my bandwidth is really bad, but let's catch up tomorrow morning. Or if someone wants to do a call up, like, I can't get on a call right now, but you mind sending me an audio, you can text me. Because I feel like if you send me a text or an audio, I can respond to you. But if we're on a call, it's just a different space altogether. So I feel like I'm trying to learn that and to do it more, without people feeling like I'm shutting them out. Because the truth is, we're not always able, you know, to show up for people. And it's really sad, because it's like, you'd love to show up for your people. But I love the fact that you have community. I think it's a powerful, powerful thing. And
I actually agree with you, though, because, you know, like in the story of listening to someone else, don't always put the other people first, where you feel like you're neglecting your own feelings. Of course, if things get really difficult and maybe I'm completely not in the mental state of listening to someone, I will not shut them out. I will refer them to someone else maybe that I can trust. But I think one thing I've learned about myself is like how even earlier when we were talking about letting people go, is that I always will try to prioritize myself over other people. Some people might think that's selfish. But the thing is, I'm my best version after I know I'm okay.
I love that.
So, you know, when I know I'm not okay, I can't start interacting with other people because then I have no control over what happens in terms of my actions. And I don't want it to get that bad. So I will always keep my mental health and my physical health first because I know that other people will benefit from the way I'm acting towards them if I put myself as a priority.
I like that. And that's me as well. Like I serve me and my growth, my mental space, my physical health, because like you say, the best of me is the best too. I always say I'm the best sister, daughter, friend when I'm like in good space. So I'm always, and then maybe the last thing on the self-care conversation, because it's something that can drag because I love it so much, but I would want to know, like, how do you know you're not okay? Like, what are the things? Because I have mine. For me, I'm one of those people who likes clean spaces. I'm very particular. My friends always say this, but like I don't like piling dishes in the sink. So like kitchens for me, I'm like, keep it clean. I don't like things everywhere in the room. So how I know I'm not in good space is when I can see my cereal bowl is still in the sink, my cup is still in the sink, I'm just throwing things around. For me, that's when I know like something is wrong. And whenever I see that, I always sit down and ask myself like, hey, what's up? And I love that I can see that, but do you have something similar?
I think I do. It usually takes me a lot longer to see that I'm not okay. For me, it would be already maybe I'm losing my appetite. A lot of it I'll see if my skin is breaking out, or for me it's hair fall. Oh god. The moment I see my hair is falling more than usual, I'm like, no, I'm not okay, I need to do something. Maybe it would be when I'm quiet actually. I'm a talkative person. And if I'm not talking, then I'm still ever present in the conversation. The time where my friends have actually told me so many times, actually just it started a lot recently. My roommate will tell me, or my friends at uni will tell me, you're quiet, what's wrong? When you're quiet, something's wrong. And I'll be like, no, I'm okay. And then I'll zone out again. They're like, no, you're not okay, you're quiet, talk. And then, you know, I think for me it's when I just start spacing out. And spacing out blank mind, it's like there's nothing going on, I'm not thinking about anything, I'm just quiet, I'm not eating maybe, or I just feel uneasy. You know, when it's like you're not happy or satisfied with anything, and then you sit and you're like, wait, this just happened and it was beautiful, why didn't I appreciate it? You know, I woke up in very good health, why didn't I appreciate it? And it's like that
awareness,
the self-awareness, or you just realize the self-realization. You're like, okay, something's wrong.
And I think it's important. Like, I would recommend it to anyone. I think we need to figure out the indicators of our mental, physical health to say, when I'm here, something is wrong. Whether it's you talking to yourself, which I do a lot, but it's also like, I like that there's people around you that also see. Because there's always this conversation of very strong people. People don't know when you're not okay because you're always so strong. So it's great that we have people that can see like, something is wrong. For me, one of them, for my friends, it's like, if I don't have a status in a full day or in 2 days, like, Mandate, what's wrong? Where are you? Like, my friends know, like, I post things. So when I don't show up in the spaces that they know me to be at, they always know, like, are you good? Or someone just sends me a message, hey girl, I'm just checking up on you. Hey, can I call you? Which I really, really appreciate. So
that's
I would
actually great.
So I would actually recommend it to anyone. Like, find, you know, your indicators. Make sure the people around you know, so that they're able to help you see it, even in moments where you don't actually see it for yourself. And as we get close to the end of this beautiful conversation, I feel like I've known you forever.
Oh, same.
I feel like I've known you forever.
This is the example of peak sisterhood.
I know, I love it for us. I was thinking in the morning, I'm like, I don't know her yet, but I know when she's gone, she's no longer gonna be a stranger. And I think
I actually love that. I was thinking about that as well.
I like
Not
that.
gonna lie, I was very nervous when I was first like thinking about it.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, knowing me, I actually, when you told me, I did check you up on YouTube and stuff. I did watch the podcast. I got a little of your vibe, you know, and I clicked immediately.
Oh, I love that, because that's what I say to you when you came in. I'm like, I love your energy. I mean, like from the moment. So like, threats to my friends, you're about to be replaced. But I wanted us to end from a space of reflection about the things that you enjoy, that define you. One of them would be what you can choose, a book or a song or a color or a place. Just choose one thing that you feel really defines you and tell us why.
For me, I would say a cat.
Oh.
Yeah. To start with, I'm a really, really big cat person. I actually, most of the ones down here, I try my best to feed them, to pet them and stuff. And my parents as well, actually, ever since I was a baby, they just say that I have the nature of a cat. And I never saw it at first, but I think the more, you know, you just grow up and you realize,
like, that's it.
Yeah. I've got the curiosity of a cat, you know, the inquisitiveness. I want to know everything. I want to know everything. Yeah. The moment I'm quiet, there's something wrong, you know, something's fishy, like
classic cat behavior.
Quite literally.
Yeah.
I'm very picky. I know what I like. I know what I don't like.
Yeah.
And I think it goes on for people as well. As much as I'm open, I know the people I like. I know the people, I wouldn't say I don't like, but maybe I don't have that connection with.
Yeah.
So I would obviously lean towards, you know, what I like, the people I like, the people I know, and the familiarity that I have with them. Yeah.
I love that. I actually love that, and I haven't thought about an animal that would really define me. I think for me, yellow used to be my thing.
Okay.
Like,
you do it's giving, like, you know, that sunshine energy.
I'm glad it's coming up. So yellow's like my favorite color, and that's what I was saying earlier, that I'm very inspired by joy.
Yeah.
I always say that when I wake up in the morning, I want to wake up and feel good about life, like be excited to wake up. And I like dressing up. So whenever I go to school or whatever space, you know, I have instances where my colleagues are like, how do you have so much energy in the morning? I'm like, guys, I'm alive.
Yeah.
For me, there's so much joy around me. There's, especially this year, I think it's been such a beautiful year.
Definitely.
And so my reference is joy.
I love that. Yeah.
I'm always working towards it. I'm very intentional about my joy. If someone is in my space that's taking away from me my joy, I will lose you, because I will not lose me before I lose you.
I think that's important. The moment you know your worth and you know you know that you're number one priority. Because as much as you put other people in front, you're a person as well. You should give yourself more importance than everyone else.
Yeah, I like that.
I love that.
Yeah, I really prioritize me, and I think it served me a lot in this life. Because I feel like, because I always talk to myself. I always say that I cannot outsource my joy. I cannot outsource love for me. So I'm the person that needs to serve me joy and love, to cultivate an environment that is, you know, full of joy. And when you continue to do that, it means there is nothing anyone else can do that can take that away from you. And even when they try to, it's easy to go back and recultivate that space, because it's a space you created for yourself.
Exactly, You're not like relying on anyone else for the joy.
So that's my mood for life. I'm like, there's nothing in this
world. That's actually so beautiful. That's honestly. I might actually start thinking that way.
But you're cut out for it. You're naturally a bubbler person. Like, you're so happy, you're so beautiful. It's like, you came in, I was like, Lord, thank you for this vibe. Because I was like, how are we gonna do this? It was, for me, because this is the first guest on my show. A couple of my friends have been saying, like, we'd love to see a guest here and there, and I was like, I'm actually getting someone soon, and I wasn't too sure how it's gonna go.
It's been my thing for the longest time. I've told my family and my friends that I've always wanted to be on a podcast,
because
I just like to talk. I just like to share my opinions. I want people to know the way I think. So when you sent that group,
you're like,
the link, I immediately did
Yeah,
the Google
I saw
form.
that.
I didn't see any reply. I texted you. I was like, "Hi, I've done
I
it.
love
I
that
wanna
actually.
join."
I love that you're the first person to sign up, and then you send me a message like, "Girl, did you see?" I actually love that, and I'm actually happy that we've had this conversation.
Oh, me too.
And that's my people have met you.
Hi.
and also gotten to know you, and I hope that you will share if you want people to follow you in a particular place. Please let me know, and then I'll definitely share your details. If you don't want, that's also okay. And I think for me, the point of this podcast is a space where I reflect on life, how I do life, how I think about life, but also how the people that I get to meet do life, because we're learning from each other and we're saying things that we like, it's building sisterhoods through this kind of spaces, which is really cool. So thank you so much for being a part of today's show.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
Like, I think my people are going to enjoy it as well. But would you have anything you want to say to them?
I think, hi, hello. What would I like to say? Just, if there's anything we've learned from this podcast, is do not lose yourself, do not stop being you. And so many people, I think, out there don't realize how worth it they are. Yeah. And that actually baffles me, because you're a whole person. Yeah. With your own life, your own feelings and everything. Yeah. Protect that. Yeah. Don't let anyone say otherwise.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's such a beautiful way to close this. It's like, don't let anyone or anything make you feel like you're less. Yeah.
Honestly, you're not.
Yeah, you're beautiful, you're powerful. There's this quote that I like by Mariam Williamson. It basically talks about, there's a part of it that says that our greatest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our greatest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. But then at the end, it talks about how we were born to make money first, the glory of God in us, and when we let our light shine, we actually unconsciously give others the permission to do the same. And I think it's so powerful, because it's like when we exist every day as ourselves and the power that we hold, someone else gets to see that, and they say, I want to be that, but they don't have to be me. They get to be themselves.
Exactly. I think one thing that really makes people feel like they're not worth it is the comparison. Yeah, true. And I remember actually having this conversation with a friend, and she was telling me, I feel like I'm not doing enough. And honestly, I've been there as well. Yeah. After high school, I felt like I was not doing enough. And I remember talking to my dad about it, and he was like, why do you feel that? Yeah. And I was like, look at this person. They're doing this right now, and look at this person. And I was just comparing myself, and he was like, but why are you comparing yourself? Yeah. Because maybe this person, what they're doing, they've been given on a silver platter by their dad. Look at what you're doing. You're doing everything from scratch. Yeah. And you're just going to go as far, if not further, in life.
I like that. And it's very important for us to remember, and it's this idea as well, that when you see people in the streets, you don't come from the same place. Yeah. You might not have eaten breakfast. They might have eaten like a whole buffet, right? You might not have a laptop at home to write your assignment. They might have a laptop, an iPad, and a phone. So there's a whole lot of things at home that makes people's backgrounds different. And it's not just about these material things. It's also coming from a home where someone has a dad, has a mom, parents are working, there's things at home, right? Then there's someone else who doesn't have that. So when you start comparing yourself, it's like you don't even know who they are at home, what they're dealing with. So before you try and be someone else, try and remember to be you first, and then see where that takes you. And I think there's always space for us to continue growing. It's not to say we don't learn anything from people. We do. But I think, like you said, it's remembering that, comparison is always the thief of joy.
Yeah, and it's also when you want to maybe change yourself in the future based on other people's preferences. Don't be a completely new person. Yeah. Just add a level up to you. Yeah. So be yourself, but just add in a little bit, You're not changing yourself completely.
Yeah, I've got so many quotes from today. Like, you're like, add a level up to yourself. I love that so much, and I think it's a beautiful space. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's been such a joy, and thank you so much to everyone that joined us in this conversation today. If you have any thoughts to it, you can always add a comment. You can repost this somewhere, share this with people that you think will benefit from it. And remember to subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music. It's The Mandate Show. But I also have an Instagram page. It's The Mandate Show. On the bio, you find the links to all of the other platforms. Whenever you subscribe, you get a notification of new episodes. So yeah, guys, as I promised you guys, I'll bring a guest. I brought you guys a guest today.
Thank you so much. I had a blast.
You're
Thank
amazing.
you so much.
You are amazing.
Oh, this was beautiful.
I know. I feel like I've known you forever.
Honestly.
And I feel like I'll know you for a lifetime.
I hope so.
I know. I actually love that.